Morning all. Right, this is another video for EAD, and I thought I'd give you a quick update on how things are going. Okay, Skyline hasn't changed much. I'm waiting for some spacers from conceptual tuning just to bring the wheels out a little bit. You can probably see in here that I'm in the process of fitting. Oh no, it's locked. Fitting the racing seats. They came out of a 34 GTT, the one that you've probably seen in a previous video that I've painted up the engine pink for the owner. So trying to fit them, but I need these chassis rails re-welded. And then this is the stagea, and as you can probably tell, she's got new wheels, and these were a bit of a find. Yeah, they're genuine Nismos. 18-inch split rims, 10-inch wide, and they bolt straight on. They don't rub or anything. They've got 255 tyres, 255 35 18s, and they don't rub or anything on full lock on the front. Absolutely, I think, gorgeous. So they're brand new and spangly. We got the new front wing. I've managed to get hold of a front wing that doesn't look quite so terrible compared to the old one. I think I mentioned that in a previous video, and I've swapped the rear door. We got some new stickers on there from Garage D. Reason for that is underneath, I don't think you'll be able to see it, but underneath in the back there, the subframe bushes have all been supported with locking collars. So now not only does she look good with the new wheels, but she also turns in on the corners a damn sight better, and doesn't wallow quite so much. I've locked them both today. God. Right, bear with me and I'll just pause this. I'm back, I've unlocked it, and in here, yellow jacket coil packs. Okay, got those over from Australia. A little bit cheaper than the UK variants. These ones are for the Series 2 engine, and they will also fit, I'm told, the R34 GTR. When it came to fit them, one thing for owners to be aware of, the holes, you've got three mounting holes, one there and then two at the front. Ordinarily when the Spitfires, or when the OEM cools are put in, they're mounted diagonally. You've got one hole and then the other bolt there, so in that fashion. Because these fit the R34 GTR as well, they don't quite go in like that. So what in some cases I've had to do is mount them at the rear of the engine. I've had to mount them with the front two holes, because they sit slightly twisted due to the design of the head and such like. Doesn't make a difference in practice. They're solidly mounted, and hey, I've got no more misfire, so much better. Next plan with this is I need to change the side mount intercooler down here, because it's damaged. One of the things that Garage D picked up when they went through this whole car just as a check was that it was damaged in the off-road excursion that I did some while ago. So I've got one of those in the shed. I'll probably change that tomorrow. But other than that, it's just ticking along, doing odd bits and bobs. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with the stagea. I'll put up a picture of what she used to look like when I got hold of her, just a little over a year ago now, and it's a bit different. Couple of jobs this morning, a couple of days since I did the last video. The bumpers got come off of the stagea because I mentioned that this thing had been down to Garage D, and they spotted the damage to the intercooler that you can see there, and it's actually leaking. I knew it had been smacked, but I didn't think it was leaking. So I'm losing pressure at low boost and low revs, which means she's drinking fuel. I had one spare sat in my shed, as I do, because I have loads and loads of parts all over the place. So I'm going to pop that one on. Should be a reasonably simple job to do. Bumper comes off the stagea in like 5 bolts I think, and then I've got another job on the Skyline because my spacers have turned up, so I'll show you that a little bit later. Alright, bye bye. Right, having a cup of tea. and show you the old intercooler. This is what's come off the stagea. The stagea's now got a nice straight one, but as you can see, that thing is supposed to be straight. It's yeah, it's going in the bin. It's taken a bigger knock than I thought, so hopefully now the car won't drink quite so much fuel, because it's been leaking down here somewhere, according to Garage D. This is the front of the thing, and then at the back, obviously all this is damaged here as well, you know, so I think this thing's had it. It's had a good old clout. But just took the stagea down the estate road, and it's much improved. Doesn't seem to be making quite so much noise. So now the next project is this thing. I'm going to take the wheels off, bolt the spacers on, and I'll show you what difference it makes. I'll do the front first, and then I'll show you the difference. 20 mils to bring the wheels out, so we'll see how that goes. Right, slight technical hitch. These are the spacers, and these are two. And when I came to fit them up to the car, as you can see, they're hub-centric spacers designed for the Skyline, and they're 4-bolt fitment. When I came to fit them up to the car, the studs that are on the car are actually 24 millimeters long, 25 millimeters long. So what you end up with is the studs sitting proud of the spacer, and what that means is you end up with the wheel floating in mid-air. Yeah, there's about 2-3 mil, maybe slightly more, of free space at the end of the stud where the wheel won't sit onto the spacer. That's unusual. A 20 mil will normally clear, so I'm told. So I think somebody's put extra long studs on this car prior to me getting hold of it, which is handy. I didn't know that until now, so what I'm going to have to do is go back to the drawing board and think about whether or not it's worth getting bigger spacers or changing the wheels. I'm really reluctant to change the wheels on this because the car handles beautifully as it is on the lowered suspension with these 19s on it. It doesn't wander, it doesn't tramline, it doesn't track, it doesn't do anything, so it handles very, very well, and I'm reluctant to change it unless I absolutely have to. All I wanted was to bring the wheels out a little bit for the aesthetics of the thing, so I'm going to have a bit of a think, put the standard wheel back on, and back to the drawing board. I might, as soon as I've got the time, I might put the speaker back in the door of the Skyline and see about getting a stereo in it, but we'll see. Best laid plans and everything. Bye for now.